Now we are going to start the lecture money and decimals, or we can say fraction and decimal. Okay, what we can say? Fraction and decimal. This chapter is very important for the basic of math. For your further classes, when you go on a higher level, class 7, 8, 9, 10 standard. So this chapter is very important, basic of the mathematics. Without the fraction, without knowing decimal, it is really not possible to handle with mathematics. So definitely you should have very strong command in the fraction and decimal, right? So this chapter we will understand very technically, okay, and we won't go fast, we'll take time and we'll understand this chapter, okay. So in this chapter we will try to get like what is fraction, okay, what is fraction, addition, subtraction of fraction, okay, then multiplication and division of fraction, okay, then we will understand the conversion of fraction to decimal, fraction to decimal, okay, and we will understand the conversion of decimal to the fraction, okay, and then we will understand like greater or smaller of the fraction, okay, greater and smaller of fraction. So this type of topics we will cover under this chapter, okay, and then money too, you have different currencies, so how to convert money, smaller money to higher money, like if you are given cent, money in cent, and you want to convert into euro. So these topics we can cover under this chapter, okay. So first, before starting this, first we will before starting the money, because in the exercise first directly you are given conversion of money, okay, but before the starting exercise 1 or question 1, we will understand the concept of fraction. What we will understand? Concept of fraction, okay. What is the concept of fraction? What is concept of fraction, okay. See, if we have to express the number in which is not in whole, number not in whole, okay, the number this is, look, we will write like I will use in many times short language, okay, you have to understand it, okay. If I am pronouncing this is number, so you will understand this is number, okay. So the number which is not in whole, which is not in whole quantity, what is this? Quantity. So we can express in fraction form, okay. So this is the use of fraction. For example, you are eating an apple, okay, you are eating an apple, so you took one apple, but it was not enough for you, so again you took one apple, but you have eaten, out of one you have eaten only half part, only half apple. So this quantity, like you have eaten one apple and half apple. So how to express in math? How to express this line, this big sentence? How would you express in one single mathematics language? How would you understand it? How would you express it? because 1 is 1. Okay, this 1 apple, and this whole quantity is not 1, is not 2. This is not 1 and this is not 2. It is somewhere between 1 and 2. So for the 1 apple you will write 1. For the half apple, what would you write? What would you write? So for the half quantity, we will write like this: 1 by 2. This 1 by 2 called half. This is your half. For example, if you get examination, in your examination, if you get your result, how would you express your result? How would you express your result in fraction? Like you have 100 marks of exam. So out of 100, if you are getting 85 in any subject, so what this number express, what it make you feel? It make you feel something like out of 100, you got 85. You got 85. Out of 100, you got 85. Because this 100 marks is your total mark. For example, for the half apple, like if you have 2 pieces, for the half apple, if you have 2 pieces, so 2 is the total. Out of 2, you have written only one part. So 1 is up. The same way, total marks of your paper was 100. You got only 85. So this is your fraction. This is your fraction. So in this way, you can understand the logic. You can feel the number, the quantity. You can feel the quantity. You getting my point? Okay. For example, like if you are in a day, you have 24 hours. Total how many hours in a day? You have 24 hours. Okay, you're getting my writing? You're getting my writing? Okay. So if you find any doubt during the lecture, you're doing the lecture, okay, you're listening it, you're doing it. If you find any doubt, just pause the video, click the screenshot and send me voice message, sir, in this, you didn't get this one during the lecture. Okay, so don't continue the lecture. You stop it and ask me. Okay, so in this way we will learn. Okay, so this is the best way, because if we record the lecture, so what happened just before the exam, you can revise the lectures again, you can watch it again according to your, right now I am recording your lecture according to your syllabus, your understanding. Okay, so this is the best way of teaching. Okay, so anytime during the lecture, if you find any doubt, just pause it, screenshot, take a screenshot and send me and ask me the doubt. So this is very important practice. So what I was telling you, that if you have total in a day 24 hours and you are sleeping time 8 hours. Okay, in school you are spending 7 hours, for example, 7 hours. So how would you expressing the fraction form? So like 8 hours for the sleep. So out of 24, how would you write? Out of 24, this denominator is 24. 8 hours you are spending time for your rest or for sleep, and out of 24, 7 hours, out of 24, 7 hours is your school. You are spending time in your school. So what we write in upper is called, I think this is very basic, is called numerator, and what we write down in total out of is called denominator. I think this topic you must be knowing it. Okay, so this is a very basic thing. Okay, so this is the concept of the fraction. Like if you don't have the whole number, you have to express in a part form. Okay, so this is the way of expressing the fraction. This is the concept of the fraction, basic concept of the fraction. Okay, so I hope you will understanding how I am teaching you. Okay, so if you find any doubt, you please let me know. Don't continue the lecture. Stop it and ask me. Okay, clear? So this is the basic concept of the fraction. The next concept, concept number 2. Concept 2, what it says, how to simplify the fraction. How to simplify the fraction. So this is very important topic, how to simplify the fraction. Okay, because in your first question, so we through this method we will solve your question. Like if you are given like this, for example, any question given like this, okay, 200 upon 10. So how we can simplify it? Simply just cut the zero. Okay, in denominator, what you are getting in denominator? 1, and the numerator is 20. So 20 upon 1. So whenever you find denominator 1, so no need to write 1, just write only 20. Got it? No need to write 1. No mention, no need to write, no need to mention. No need to mention 1. Because any number, okay, any number, if you see any number, in by default it has denominator 1. Example, if you have like number 5, example, like if you have number 5, it means what? It means it is 5 upon 1 by default. By default it is 5 upon 1. So no need to show the denominator 1. And apart from 1, if you have any number like 2, 3, 5,000 in denominator, you must show it. For example, 5 upon 20, you must show the 20. 3 upon 100, you must show the 100. But no need to mention the 1. Okay. So like 20 upon 1, it is 20. So for the simplification, it is very easy to simplify the fraction. Just cut the zeros from the back side. So see, look, I am teaching in very simple way, very basic way. For example, if you are given 20 upon 100, then how would you simplify it? Simply you cut the 1 0, so they become 2 upon the 10 is on denominator. Then again, how would you simplify it? You have to take till to the decimal. So 1 0 is remaining here. So what would you do? Cut one more 0 and put one decimal behind this number like this. It's like this, 0.2, or you can write 0.2. It's okay if you're writing 0.2. So show the 0, just formality, show the 0. So you got it? Like if you are not finding any zeros on numerator, but you cut the 0, you cancel the 0 and put decimal behind the number. For example, if you are 132, one number is given 132. Okay, and denominator is 100. What will you do? 1 0 cancel. There is no 0 on top. So don't worry. Cut the 2, 3 and then make the decimal here. Like see, you are cutting 2 zeros from right to left. So go for the decimal right to left for the 2 digit. Got it? So it is 1.32 upon 1. So no need to write or show the 1 in denominator. So it is simply 1.32. Is it clear? How easy this topic is? How easy? Okay. So if we in your book from your chapter, question number 1. What is question number 1 is given? Write fraction of euro and then as a decimal. So we'll start new page. See, so this concept, what you do, just pause the video and just copy all these topics. Okay, copy all these topics, right? And then continue later on. First copy and then continue. Now see, question number 1. So now I am taking question from your book. Question number 1. What is given here? Write this as the fraction of a euro. Fraction of euro. And then decimal. So we have to convert fraction to decimal. This is the main thing. What? We have to convert fraction to decimal. But before fraction, first we have to convert cent to euro, because the number given in the form of cent. First we will convert into euro. Euro itself will become fraction. Then fraction we can convert into the decimal. Right? So first we have to convert the currency. Convert money. First convert money. First we will convert the cent to the euro. So you should know it. What? So you should know it. Very important. Conversion cent to euro, euro to cent. See, in 1 euro, how many cents you find? Tell me. 100 cents. Okay? In 1 euro you find 100 cents. And if you do opposite, like how many euro in 1 cent? It is 1 upon 100 euro. So this currency conversion you must know it. In 1 euro how many cent? 100 cent. In 1 cent how many euro? 1 upon 100 euro. For example, if you write here euro and write here cent. When you're going from converting from euro to cent, you have to multiply by 100. Okay. But opposite from this, if you're coming from cent to euro, so you have to divide 1 upon 100. So easy. See, if you're going euro to cent, what we'll do? We'll multiply into 100. But if you're converting cent to euro, what we will do? Divide 1 upon 100. Okay. See, for example, if you have 5 euro and you have to convert into cent. So euro to cent, this arrow is going euro to cent, multiply by 100. So write 5 here and just multiply by 100. So this is very easy chart. It's telling you converting euro to cent, multiply by 100, converting cent to euro, divide by 100. That's it. So how many cents you will find in 5 euro? It's 500 cents. And opposite from this, for example, if you are given money in cent, if you have 20 cents and you have to convert into euro, cent to euro. So arrow is coming from here to here, cent to euro. See the arrow, cent to euro. What we do? We'll divide by 100. So write here 20 divide by 100, divide by 100. That's it. So to cancel the 0, so it will become 2 upon 10. And just before what I told you how to cancel, like when you cancel the 0, then what treatment you will go to 2? You will put 1 decimal behind the 2. So 1 0 is remaining here. So again cancel it and put decimal, because you are cancelling 1 0. So just go back 1 digit and put decimal here. This is your 0.2 what? Euro. How easy? Right? So this topic is from question number 1 from your book. Like see, it is 70C. You have to convert 70 cent to the euro. So 70 cent to euro. Send to euro, sir, send to euro, divide by 100. So you will, what you write? 70 divided by 100. Then you will cancel the 0, 1010, gone, okay, and 10 is again remaining. So cancel the 0 and put decimal here. So finally you will get 0.7 euro for 70C. This is your answer. This is your answer. Question number first ka K, okay, K from your book, okay, from your chapter. It is 16C and we have to convert into euro. We have to convert into euro. So again come to the chart, send to euro, okay, divide by 100, okay, 16 divide by 100. So cancel. Now there is no 0 on numerator, so no worries. You are cancelling 2 0. So go back 2 digit, 1 2 and put decimal here. So 0.16 euro. Is it clear? This is the way to deal the fraction. Now we are converting the money, but in back actually we are learning how to convert fraction into decimal. How to convert fraction into decimal. For example, 8C, 8 cent, and you have to convert into euro. So send to euro, come here, send to euro, upon 100, divide by 100, 8 upon 100. Now how do you manage how would you cancel the zeros? See, from cancelling 1 0, you will cancelling the 8, just coming back, and one more 0 is remained, one more 0, so you put the 0 again, because before 8 there is no number. There is no number. Now put the decimal. 8C, 8.08 euro. So here you can show the 0. See, you are having 100 down, na? There is 2 0. See, we have put decimal before 2 digit. One is 8. There was no other digit, so we have intentionally put one more 0. Put one more 0. Okay. For example, 0.3C to euro. So from C to euro, we have to go send to euro. Come here, send to euro, divide by 100, send to euro. So it is 0.3 divided by 100. So now how would you shift the decimal? Use cancel 2 0. Okay. Now you already it is decimal here. Already it is decimal here. So what you do? Catch the decimal, catch it, and come back, come behind, right to left. One jump, because you cancel 2 0, so you have to come. You have to make 2 jumps. One jump and again one jump. Decimal coming here. Decimal is coming here. So this is the empty place. Put the 0. So 0.3C is coming 0.003 euro, and before decimal you can put 1 0 for the formality. Got it? See, actually what happened, what is the mechanism? I tell you. The mechanism of the decimal from the fraction. See, actually what happens, for example, if you have any number, are you seeing any decimal point here? Can you see any decimal here? No sir, I can't see any decimal here. If you don't find any decimal, it means that decimal is in the last, like this. If you don't find any decimal, it is like this, in last. It is in hidden. It is in last. So for example, it is 8 upon 100, and you have to give the answer in decimal or in simplified version. So you cancel 2 0. So what we do, catch the decimal, come to jump 1 2 like this and put the 0. The 0.08 is your answer. Just put 1 0 for formality. Okay, so this is your mechanism. For example, already it is 0.88 upon 100. So what will be your final answer? See, cancel 2 zeros. Now go up, catch the decimal. If you can see decimal, yeah, I can see, sir, this is your decimal, and come back to jump. 1 and 2, and this is your empty, na? There is no number, so put the 0 here. So what is your final answer? It is 0.0088, and put just 1 0 for formality. This is your main number. Is it clear? So before it was 0.88, now it becomes 0.0088. So this is the mechanism, how we cancel the zeros. Now next part is convert euro to cent. In question number 2, from your chapter, it is already 0.70 euro, and you have to convert into cent. So come to this table. Now euro to cent. How we are going euro to cent? From down arrow. Euro to cent, multiply by 100. So it is 0.70 into 100. Now how would you multiply? I think must be knowing this, how to multiply this. You can multiply in this way, you can do multiply in this way. Okay, in this way also you can multiply, but just telling you shortcut trick. What I am telling you, one trick. See, in divide, this is very important trick, very important. In divide, we cancel zeros, so we go same direction. We go to same direction. Okay, I'm just telling you here. Telling you here, very important this is. Okay, see, in divide, we shift, so we shift decimal in same direction. Okay, for example, 88 upon 100. So what we do, we cancel the 0 like this, we go back, and we go back in same direction like this, same direction. So 1 2. Okay, we came back 2 digit, right? Because we are cancelling 2 0, so we are coming back 2 digit. The decimal came here, 0.88. Clear? Because in divide we shift decimal in same direction, but in multiply, very important. Okay, take your time, don't worry, take your time, listen properly, because this trick is very, very important for your further studies. Very important. Okay, this is very important trick I am telling you, I am sharing you. Okay, we shift decimal in opposite direction. opposite. Oh, this is very important. For example, 0.88 into 100 is equal to. Now what is the answer of this number? Or manually you can do. You can do manually like this. You can do, but I am telling you a trick with the zeros only. Okay. See, now you cancel the 0. 2 0. You came back to this side. You cancel this side. But in multiply, how we shift the decimal? Opposite direction. You catch the decimal and go this side. How many jump? 2 jump. Like this. So decimal came in last. So in last, no need to show the decimal. Just put the 88. So we went here. See, this is your opposite direction. Okay. For example, 8.8 into 100 or 1000. Okay. 1000. So how would you manage this? See, how many zeros were cancelling? 1, 2, 3. Coming here. Now catch the decimal. You catch it and go there. Opposite of this. How many jump? 1, 2, 3. 3 is the only 0. Okay. Don't count 1. Don't count 1. Only zeros. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. To put the decimal like this. 1, 2, 3. Decimal came in last place. So this blank place you put the 0. Okay, like this. Or manually you can do. If you are comfortable doing manually like this, how we do in previous class, you can do like this. 0, 0, 0, then 0, 0. 2 zeros are na? Only 2 zeros hai. ठीक है. फिर like this. Okay, you know it ना. 0, 0. फिर बाद में 1 8 then again 1 8 then put the add it and put one decimal back. You can do this way, in this way. But this is very long process. So for the multiple of, for the number of 10, 100, 1000, so easily you can do. So one more example I explain you for the multiply. Okay, this note it down. Okay, very important topic are this, very important topic, very important. See, for example, you are given 0.70 into 100. So how do you manage it? How do you solve it? See, cancel 2 0 from this way. Catch the decimal, go this way, opposite direction. What I have mentioned here? We are shifting decimal in opposite direction in multiply. In divide, same direction. So you just hold this, catch it, catch the decimal, so one jump and then again other jump. So it is 70. Decimal is here. Whenever your decimal is in last, so no need to show decimal because there is no digit after this. So the decimal coming here, na? See, one jump, two jump. Okay, so no need to show. It's only 70. Got it? What you do? At least watch this lecture 2 times. How many times? 2 times. You will definitely understand it. You will definitely understand it. So the next question number 2 is conversion of 0 to cent down. What? Okay, we'll do like this. We'll do like this. Question number 2. It is 0.85 euro. You have to convert into cent. Okay. So come to the table. This is your formula. Okay. Euro to cent. This arrow is going na. Multiply by 100. So 0.85 into 100. And what trick I told you? Because there is 2 zeros. 2 zeros. Cancellation of 2 zeros. So decimal shift to this side. You are cancelling 0 this side. Decimal convert this. So this 2 jump. It become 85 cent. Okay. In last decimal, last में if you are finding decimal in last, no need to show because there is no other number after that. ठीक है. So this is from euro to cent. कितना है? How much? Like it's really too easy. Am I right? It's really too easy. I feel it. Example, euro 0.03 and you have to convert into cent. Come to the formula. Euro to cent multiply by 100. So 0.03 multiply by 100. Okay. Now see. So just cancel 20 this side and this decimal will shift to this side, opposite side. Okay. So 1 2 it is 0 3 means only 3. No need to write here 0, no? Only 3. So it's a 3 cent. Is it clear now? Is it clear now? Okay. So for the demo lecture, I think it is enough right now for today, because I have told you to a very smart tricks like division and multiplication. Doing division and multiplication, these are very smart tricks. Okay. So you just need practice. Just do practice. Like do question number, all questions from question number 1 and from question number 2. Okay. What would you do? Solve question number 1 and 2. All questions of 1 and 2. And you find any doubt in these questions, like in question number 1 you have 15, I think 15 questions. Okay, in question number 2 you have 15 questions. Okay, you can attempt at least 8 to 10, at least 8 to 10 attempt out of 15 and do this. Just do, keep practice. So definitely it's become easy for you. Okay, so for lecture till now, if you find any doubt, just take a screenshot and send me. I'll definitely help you and clear your doubt. Okay, thank you.